factor of a student's life and high school experience. About 50% of students undergo stress throughout their entire high school experience. In this documentary, we're going to explain to you guys about why stress is such a big factor in a student's life. Through academics, through job experience, and through family.
I'm pregnant.
To test our theory, we decided to go around MCI and ask students if they were stressed out about their lives.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes.
Are you stressed out about school?
Yeah.
School.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm stressed out about school.
After these responses, we decided to go out and discover the reason why students are stressed at MCI. We began with the academic aspect of a student's life.
Is school a big contributor to stress and why?
Yeah, because the pressure builds on. It's all about your future, right? So grades, extracurriculars, everything just counts.
As exam time is coming, do you feel that you're prepared for your exams?
I feel I'm prepared, like not as much as I think I should be, but I think to a point where I can succeed.
Yeah, because we have a lot of culminating assignments that we need to work on. It's near the end of, close to the exam time, so it's hard for us to study for it and stuff.
With all the academic stress going on in students' lives at MCI, we decided to go and ask an expert in the guidance department about their opinion on student stress through academics.
How do you react towards student stress?
I think a lot of student stress comes from time management, and most students who are stressed are usually because they're trying to do a lot in a little bit of time, but they don't realize where their time is going. So most students that I incorporate when it comes down to stress, we usually try to lay out where is our time going, and we try to manage our time overall. But besides that, you can do a lot of things for stress. One big thing is kind of doing, exercising. That's natural, right? Being physically active, mindfulness, the yogas, the meditation, stuff like that. But a lot of times, especially when it comes to students, a lot of their stress comes from time management. They don't see where their time is going, right? They see all the assignments that they're getting, but what they don't see is the time that they're spending on the consoles or the social media or the internet or the emails or whatever the case may be. And sometimes when you write it all down and see what they've done for the day, a lot of times you realize, man, I spent 2 hours of my night just on Snapchat without even realizing it. So once you kind of lay out where all the time is going, usually the stress minimizes after that.
Do you feel that school is a huge contributor to stress?
Yeah, naturally, because, sometimes I'm a professional teacher, right, or an educator. This is my job. My job brings stress, right? You guys are professional students. This is your job. So your job is naturally going to bring stress. So yeah, we can go around this building and find different things that are going to alleviate our stress, right? Like this picture right here, for example, this amazing mural. I can stare at this for 5 minutes and be like, wow, the student did this, and this is a positive thing in our school. I love it, right? So my stress level comes down. But then boom, I go into the math exam, right? And then my stress level comes up. So yeah, the building setup itself is to try to alleviate stress with different things around, right? So you can put yourself in different areas and not have to think about the stressors of school. But yeah, the building naturally is going to cause stress because it's where you're coming. It's probably your most stressful part of the day.
With all the responses on academic stress, we decided to dig into students and their part-time job life and how stress is incorporated in both ideals.
I'm at work, I don't feel like I want that job per se, but I do need the money, which is very useful. So yeah, I wouldn't want to lose my job.
Employee. Yes, I am. Do you ever have moments where you wish you didn't have a job?
No, I don't.
Are you currently employed?
I was, but then I quit
Why'd you quit?
because the job was stressful.
With the large amount of students who have a job, we decide to ask them if their job affects their school life.
I think they're unnecessary only because they're just causing more stress for the students, and it takes away from the students' education and creates a distraction.
Honestly, right now, like, it's pretty hard to think about getting a job and stuff, right? Because, like, I'm just finishing high school, and when you get into university, you have to do really good in order to get a really good job. So
Yes, it is stressful, and the stress does get to me in my academic life.
As you can see, many of the students aged 16 and 17 find jobs in their senior years, which leads to stress because senior years are the most important towards your future. Therefore, students are looking to get good grades. So we continue to explore the reasons for student stress, which led us to family life. Families put stress on students to be something, to do something, or to expect so much of them.
They pressure me to study for school. They pressure me that if I don't get good grades in school, I won't be able to go to university, and not being accepted into a good university will not get me a good job in the future, and that'll make me homeless.
Because they want me to become something that I don't want to become.
He's telling me, oh, he wants me to be an accountant, but I don't want to do that. And he's just stressing me about that because, like, yo, that's all he wants me to do. But I don't want to do that. So, like, yo, I'm trying to do my own thing. He's trying to tell me to do something else.
Many do not know how to manage their stress and therefore approach it negatively. This was shown with the responses that students made when we asked them on how they cope with stress.
Sometimes I don't. I just have to bear with it, and I have to stay up late at night sometimes, do what I gotta do, and also do my homework to make my parents satisfied with my grades.
I try, well, when there's a lot of stress around the home, we usually don't talk to each other for a few days.
As you can see, student stress is a major contributor to acts and behaviors of students in high school. Although such things can be avoided with the right approach to stress, whether it comes through extracurriculars such as competitive sporting or spending a bit of time off with friends just to have fun. Many students look forward to these as stress relievers and enjoyment to get away from the workload of life. After investigating through MCI about student stress through the opinions of students and teachers, we have come to realize that much of student stress can be deliberately blamed on either side. Students should take the time to manage their schedule to avoid stress, and teachers should have a more reasonable thought to the workload they give by extending time for assignments and taking into consideration what students do for a living. This will resolve the problem of student stress, allowing students to do better in school.